Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for tuning in. Today we're going to do another video with the Yegi Mega Volume eyelashes since everybody loves those so much. But we're going to go ahead and show you a doll eye look with them. And we're going to be using the D+, which is the curlier length, in 11, 13, and 15 millimeters. So remember, it's okay to skip one size between each length as you're working with them because they are only 1 millimeter difference from them. So if it's an 11, that's 11 millimeters. Then we're gonna use a 13, which only skips 1 millimeter in between, which is the 12, and then we're going to use the 15. So 11, 13, 15, we're skipping one size in between. So that's what I mean by that, okay? And the reason why we do that is because I like seeing the size difference, and it helps us kind of to create the shape better without it being too gradual of a size difference, okay? If you like the gradual size difference, or if you want a very smooth transition between the lengths, you do want to use consecutive lengths. You don't want to skip any, okay? But remember, anytime you do skip, it's only 1 millimeter, or else it's going to look really weird. It's going to be short, long if you skip too many sizes in between, okay? All right, so again, we're gonna do the doll eye. So what the doll eye is in the center is longer, and then the inner and outer corners, they're shorter. So it creates that round shape for somebody. And remember, the doll eye is also the best shape for somebody who has downturned eyes or really straight, droopy eyelashes or droopy looking eyes, okay? So take that tip. What happens is with the doll eye, since the longer part is focused in the center, it allows the eye to kind of open up more and lift up even if it's a little bit droopy, okay? So what you can do also within the doll eye shape, if somebody kind of still wants a little bit of a wing but they have droopy eyes or downturned eyes, you can go ahead and put the longer parts, not all the way at the ends to create that cat eye, but you put it right there, like not directly to the center, a little bit to the right of it to lift it up on the outer end, but not putting it on the very end so it doesn't droop down like a cat eye, okay? Again, a review: cat eye, shorter in the center, goes longer in the outer corner. So those are the two main shapes. Doll eye, shorter, longer in the center. Cat eye, shorter in the front and longer in the outer corner to give that cat eye, okay? So those are the two main shapes. For this look, what we're doing is to lift the eye a little bit. We're using the doll eye, but we're putting it a little bit shifted to the right to lift the eye open even more, okay? You can use this shape not only for people who have droopy eyes, it looks nice for any shape eye, but if somebody does have droopy eyes, that is the best shape to do for them, okay? Bye. Well, not bye. Don't go anywhere. Keep watching the video. I'm going to show you guys the application part now. Okay, let me actually show you guys a diagram of how we would design that doll eye for somebody who has droopy eyes, okay? So if that's the eye shape, let's pretend this is the right eye. What we're doing is, for the regular doll eye, the longer part's in the center and it gets shorter in the inner and outer corners, okay? So you can see the longest part is the center. So that's a regular doll eye. If we're doing it for the droopy eyes, if that's still the right eye, instead of focusing on the right in the center for the longest part, we're gonna put it a little bit to the right to kind of shift it to the right to lift that droopy eye up and still kind of maintain that doll eye. So it's still going from short to long and then short again, but instead of the longest part in the center, it's right here, a little bit shifted to the right. And of course, you'll do the opposite for the left. Hope that makes sense. So here we go. Again, we're using the Yegi Mega Volume lashes in the doll eye shape in 0.7. D+ curl in 11, 13, and 15. And this is the final look we're gonna achieve. First thing we're going to do is we're going to tape down the bottom eyelashes to protect them from sticking to the top. We're using the Yegi hydrating under eye patches, and you can use these just for regular day-to-day to hydrate your under eye, not only to use it for application for holding down the bottom eyelashes. Okay, so we're using the white tape right on top of the under eye patch and the clear tape right on top of the white tape to fully prepare and have the bottom eyelashes held down, but to also create as wide of a surface for ourselves to be able to apply the extensions as easily as possible. Okay, here's another trick for people's eyes if they have a little bit eyelids or a little bit extra skin, or you can't see those corner eyelashes. You can tape up the eyelid a little bit like that to be able to see those little corner hairs, and it really helps you to apply in every single eyelash in the little corner. So that's what we're doing right here. Of course, next we're going to have to prime the eyelashes to make sure it's free of any oils, any makeup residue, and so the glue can also work the best with them as well. So that's what we're doing with the micro brushes, okay? Make sure you dry. In this step in the video you can see, but make sure you dry the extensions after you prime it before you apply them, okay? And now we started the application process for her. So these mega volume eyelashes, they're actually designed to kind of fan out on their own, and or with very little effort for you to fan them out. Actually, since in this video you can't really see how I'm picking up the mega volume lashes to fan them out to place them, I'll cut that video in right now. So go ahead and watch how I do that, then we'll continue showing you the full application for this client. Quick overview of how to pick the mega volume lashes. I've showed this a few times, but I feel like sometimes we all need a little extra help or repetition or reminder. So for those of you that have been using them and you have questions how to use them the correct way or the best way, I'm going to demonstrate one more time on this tissue, okay? And I will walk you through what troubleshooting basically. So they're already, I'm going to show you again, just stop moving the camera. My bad. Okay. The way they're made is to kind of self-fan. So when I grab it from the base, you see how they're already pretty much fanning out without me really trying. So the trick to these is, you see this brown part, that's the glue that's kind of holding them all together. That's the part that you want to grab them from and pinch it, okay? When you grab it from there and pinch it, they're already fanning out. And I'm not going to plug it like this, okay? When I grab it from here and I pinch it, I'm going to peel it towards me, so the ends stay together. Then I'm going to put it aside and I'm going to fan it out as wide as I want. Because one thing people are having trouble with is keeping the fans as wide as possible, or keeping them as wide as possible and avoiding them from closing back kind of like that again once you're gluing it, okay? So grab it, put it down, press it so it doesn't move. Now wiggle it, twist it kind of towards you while you're wiggling it. Press it, see I'm pressing it down so it sticks there and stays wide like that. Then I grab it from up here when I'm taking it off so it stays nice and wide and I have room to dip it in the glue, and then I'm going to hold it on top of the natural lash for like a second before I let it go as it's attaching, as it's, you know, bond. See, when I over touch it, when I mess around with it too much, it kind of starts getting messed up, because they're not made to spend so much time. They're made to just grab, quickly place down, fan out more, and then grab it. But once you have it on the side and it's fanned out as much as we want, and mind you, this is a thicker fan, it's like a 10D or something, you're gonna grab it from the upper base and we're gonna pull it. And your tweezers have to be really good to be able to hold the whole fan so it doesn't lose its shape. This is somebody's tweezers. I don't know how good they are at the moment. But if your tweezers are good, it will hold it from the top and you should be able to grab it in a wide fan like that. Once you grab it in a wide fan, you don't want to let that go. You would dip it in your glue okay? And then you would place it, let's pretend this is a natural lash. You will place it right on top of the natural lash, but I would hold it like this for a second or so for it to dry before I let it go. Because if the glue doesn't dry and I let it go, then that's when they can kind of close back again. My little fan can close back again like that. But if I want to keep it as wide as possible, hold it before you let it go. When I'm grabbing it from here, I'm pressing it for it to kind of fan out, right? Then I'm twisting the tweezers towards me to peel it towards me. It's already pretty fanned, right? Then I put it down onto the sticky part. I press it down so it sticks. Okay, I press it down so it sticks to this part because that's a sticky part. Then I grab it from right above there and I'm just kind of wiggling it to open the fan even more. But when I'm wiggling it, I'm also twisting the tweezers and pressing it down on that on the glue part. And yeah, while trying to talk through it, it's not the perfect one, but that's basically what I'm doing. Here, you guys watch one last time. So grab, pull towards me, put it next to me, press it down so it stays, grab it from the base, wiggle, wiggle. And then as I'm wiggling, I'm tilting the tweezers towards me. You see, like this, I'm tilting it towards me and I'm pressing it down so it stays wide and open. And then look how nice and wide that can look. And you can make it as thick or as thin or as small or as a big fan you want. So these lashes are really wispy too, so you can see some of them are longer and shorter in the fan, so it gives like a nice effect. So we're going to continue applying, and I'm going to make this really quick because in the video you can't really see too much of the details. But a couple things you want to be very careful about is you want to make sure you are applying the eyelash extensions only on one natural eyelash. We don't want too many natural eyelashes stuck together, because remember, if they do, then they each natural eyelash grows at a different rate, and if they're all stuck together, they're going to start pulling each other out, and that's how you're going to cause damage. If you are only using one single eyelash extension, like for classic on one natural eyelash, that one single eyelash can't be more than double the thickness of the natural lash or double the length. In that case, it may be too heavy for the client's eyes. Okay, so that's the rule of thumb. If you're using the volume ones like this, you're putting fans on, you want to look at the base part of the eyelash extension to make sure that base part of the base of the fan is not thicker or is not more than double the thickness of the natural eyelash. Okay. Another quick tip, you want to make sure you don't put too much glue. For the mega lashes, the Yegi Mega Hold glue is the best. We'll put the link below. But you also want to make sure you don't see the glue on the eyelashes. You're just dipping it and wiping any excess on your glue ring or on the tissue. You don't want to see the glue on the extension, just tiny bit. So after applying a good amount, I want to say about 25% of the lashes, that's only when I want to kind of brush them and see what's going on, how they're sitting, if there's anything that's sticking out that I need to remove. I don't really want to brush it after every single eyelash application, because we need to keep in mind the glue is still curing and drying. If you do brush it after every single application or after 2 or 3 lashes that you apply, it's not gonna last that long. Okay, your over brushing is gonna get in the way. So that may be something that you're doing wrong if your lashes are not lasting. So only brush it maybe 3 times throughout the whole process, like twice during the application and the last at the very end while you're. Now we can see they're starting to get nice and full. You can see in the video based on how dark they're starting to look. We're about to finish off and you can see the final look. hope you enjoyed that video. Let me know what you think. Comment below, like, share, subscribe. All of that helps me so much. So I would really appreciate it if you guys can please share the video to your friends, whoever you want on your social media. It will really, really help me out. And best of luck to you with lashing. Bye.